Hey, it is October and we're going into the October energy read. So this time I'm using the deck Angels, Gods, and Goddess. I haven't used this deck in a really long time, but let's pull three cards for the month of October and let's see what we get. Where's October going? What do we need to know? So I'm going to call in my higher self, angels, and guides. Oh my gosh, and those ones already fell out. So let's just see. Is this good for October now? Okay, so one card. Can I get two more cards for the month of October? So right now, even off the bat, as I'm waiting for these two cards to come out, I'm getting the fact that October is slow and steady. This is a month that they're saying is going to be about really just giving yourself the stability. They said, notice our words that we said, give yourself the stability, meaning don't look at others to provide you the stability, which especially in this holiday season is easy to do, right? A lot of us feel very safe, very secure. Maybe we're around our families a lot, but they said, give yourself the security this holiday season. That is where it is at for you. Really focus always. It's always about focusing within. I don't care what month, what year. But they said what we mean by this, though, is allow yourself to really show up. Allow yourself to really show up for yourself. Listen to yourself. Live in your truth. Live in your authenticity. As we especially start off the month in regards to the eclipse, which is also about like living in your truth and authenticity. And don't be afraid to really express yourself this October. Have fun, play, right? We got costumes, we got Halloween. Which they're like, we'll get in that. There's a whole topic on the veil, but they're like, let's do a whole separate video on that one, which I think would be super fun. But besides that, let's talk about it. So the first card that we got for the month of October is God of the Arts. And this is really about like the artist is within you. You are in charge of the change that you want to create in your life. You are in charge of the change that you want to create in your life. You're going to feel a very strong urge to express yourself, not only creativity wise, but also vocal wise. Okay, so they're like, quit fighting it. A lot of us might see a lot of triggers where people are like, oh my God, I really want to say something. Maybe it's inner child healing triggers, which I'm really deeply feeling for a lot of us, but it's time for you to speak out, speak your truth, be authentic for yourself. Okay. Expressing yourself and sharing your voice is going to open up a lot of new doors, especially for you guys that are, you know, somehow in the work in, like you guys are working, you guys have like your basic 9 to 5, nothing wrong with that. But what I'm feeling is that a lot of you guys are holding back and not expressing maybe your ideas, your thoughts. And they said by expressing yourself, you're going to open up a lot of new opportunities for yourself. So really start allowing yourself to do that. Okay, which brings us to the next card, which is the Angel of Guidance. Okay, and this says a renewed sense of direction and purpose will manifest soon. So you may have been feeling especially in the last couple of months, right? I feel like this is like 2024 in general, a little bit lost and confused lately. Yes, no, you guys can let me know in the comments below, how have you been feeling? But it says a lot of us have been feeling a little lost and confused lately and not really sure which direction to take. They said, don't worry. The guides are literally like, don't worry. And I know I'm telling them that's a lot easier said than done. A lot of us are going to get clarity coming in next year at 2025, especially around the month of February for some reason. But this is basically saying like our guides, your angels, they've heard you. They know that you're looking for assistance. They know that you're looking for direction and you are not alone. All right. So allow yourself to stop trying to figure it all out right now and really trust and surrender. Know these answers are coming to you, especially around the end of October, early November. Surrender and trust. You're going to get the answers that you are waiting for, but know that it also feels like the answers that you're waiting for, the answers that you're going to get are going to be a little bit unexpected. Okay. That's why they're talking about surrender. They're like, you're putting these expectations upon the answers that you're really seeking, but stop doing that. Stop putting expectations on the answers that you're seeking and surrender and know that the right answers are coming to you. See, they're like, we're trying to change the whole plan. You guys have this vision of what is the correct life for you, but we also know what the higher alignment works for you. So stop fighting what's not aligned with you. Stop holding on tight to things that you're like, this gives me security, this gives me comfort. They're like, as we go into the month of October, the reason that we're triggering you, the reason that we're telling you express yourself is all about the whole whole vulnerability. Are you going to allow yourself to be vulnerable? Because you can't grow if you're not vulnerable right now. Okay. So just kind of looking at that, which brings us into, it's so funny when the guides stop channeling, it's like, okay, that's kind of it for that. But we're going to go into the next card, which is, again, I don't really read the books, but I have them here in front of me. Goddess of the Shadows. Okay, Goddess of the Shadows. This card is what you perceive to be your dark side holds a hidden treasure. Ooh, I love that, especially as we're talking about this right now. I think it's October 2nd and it's eclipse time. So all those shadow aspects of us are really picking up. Everything in our world is made of a positive energy and negative energy, right? But in together, that makes us who we are. So there's a part of us that has to embrace the shadows. We can't be afraid of doing the shadow work. We can't be afraid of looking at that dark side of us. It's not dark. It's a part of who we are. So this is really talking about this month going, especially into November, about you guys allowing yourself to change some of those limited beliefs and thoughts that you've had about yourself for a long time. Some of us, I mean, you've been hearing thousands of years, which means that like you've carried these beliefs from past lives as well right now. You're judging yourself, and a lot of us need to stop judging ourselves, stop living in the light of giving everything to everyone else, and allow yourself to really set time aside in the next 2 weeks. I don't know why I'm here in the next 2 weeks, but in the next 2 weeks for yourself. Don't neglect who you are. Don't neglect those aspects of you. Don't neglect like your voice, your creativity. Don't neglect those shadows that have to be looked at, right? So overcoming in the next months, you're going to find yourself really questioning, like I said, a lot of your thoughts and beliefs you had about yourself. And this is going to really help build us as we move into the new year. So that is your October 2024 read. I hope it was beneficial and great and good for you guys. Thanks.